Hello Riverboat Gamblers, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Depraved from the lovely town of Failurewood in Depraved. Depraved. Last episode we managed to bounce back from near certain catastrophe by simply skipping forward a little bit while I averted near catastrophe. We are, I think, approaching the stage at which catastrophe might be averted to the extent that we can actually get some general progress going on. Obviously, I report... Oh, flipping Nora. And that's a storm. So we've not had that before. Everyone seeks shelter. The thunder gods ist angry. I've no idea exactly what's going on there. But here's one of our first bolts of cloth. Making its way to somewhere that uses those, and I'm assuming that's going to be the tailor, but you can never. Yeah, there we go. It's going to the tailor's. Look, and then with a bit of this, we can knock out some clothes, which we can then either use to make people more chipper, or we can flog for a few extra simoleons. That'll be absolutely super duper. Anyway, we're currently working on getting the food supply rectified while continuing to build the population up, because obviously with every increase in population we gain more cash, and we also gain the access to a few more buildings. We need 30 settlers. We are a long way from having 30 settlers. We've got 34 pioneers. Settlers will start to turn up once the pioneers have said, yep, you're fine, it's all fine here, come and move in, it's going to be lovely. So we've still got a chunk to go before we're up to that stage. Who's this? Who are you? Jenny Welting, if that is your name. I mean, you can go and abandon your horse if you like, but the horse car park is full. And you know what else? Go on, it's made me grumpy. The horse car park costs me money rather than the people whose horses are being parked there. I should charge them. They should have to get a ticket out of a little machine in order to be allowed to leave their horse in town. In my opinion, after all, the only purpose these horses have, it seems, is for getting the boys to mount up and go stick it to whatever villainy is currently occurring. We'll figure that out. I'm going to stick another stable in here anyway, simply because I can't have that many horses dying in the centre of town. It's not going to be good for morale. Anyway, the objective today is continue the pursuit of growth and the opportunity for happiness. Maybe not necessarily in that order. Why not stay tuned and see if we accomplish anything remotely similar to that? Now then, since I am routinely informed that the biggest problem we have is an absence of meat... Hold on, we're being attacked. Who is being attacked by what? That's a bear. And that's Fuegus Manny is being attacked by a bear. Odell, shoot the bear. Before Fuegus... oh, hang on, that's multiple bears. Many bears are currently in operation. You're a hunter. Come here. Jan, get out here and shoot the bears. Not De Beers. They do things with gems. Don't eat that man. Shoot the bear. Shoot the bear. It's not going to be a good advert for people wanting to move into town, having bears eating everybody. Now is it? Go on, bear. Bear destroy. Could you be any more casual about this? In your own time. There we go. Dead bear, very nearly dead labourer. All right, well, we'll just have to hope that works out for the best, I suppose. Who is this? Kirkus is running he's running the flu at the moment. Go to the doctors, Kirkus. Go to the doctors. Get in there. Get yourself... I don't know what kind of influenza treatment we have going on here in ye olde Wild West times, but you should go and get that. It's probably going to be a course of leeches that are shoved judiciously into some of your parts. And then from there, I'm sure you'll be absolutely grand. You're ill as well. Flipping heck, people. There's only a couple of bears. Park your horse. Get in here. Get fixed up. What do you know? We've cured the common cold. Lorks, we should bottle that and sell it. Maybe it's, you know, don't stay outside in the rain for too long. Couldn't rightly tell you. Anyway, before I was so crudely interrupted by a bear attack, I have prioritised the creation of this here pig farm because it is a shortage of food that is causing the largest quantity of consternation amongst the townsfolk at present, and it's very tempting to try and put another kind of crop grower over here as well, except for the fact that, you know, in actuality, grassland isn't something that I'm completely short of, whereas cash is the other thing. Yes, that's the thing I am short of. So we'll get some houses out here as well. They have their own dedicated law enforcement department, or Dutch, as I like to call him. I mean, you know, if you get past the hat, he's actually relatively reliable. He hasn't died. That's got to count for something, right? Anyway, we're just waiting for the planks to come in to get this finished. And unless I kind of suspend operations on the building front, then you know, I'm going to need to either, you know, build up a little bit more. Raw material supply. Let's get 36 of that in. That's not going to do my bank balance any good. A horse has died. Oh well. And there it is, look. We knew this was coming. It's quite sad for the horse, but the meat shortage may no longer be a problem. There you go, this is what we like to see. Spock Bumpson there, very fast to kind of recognise an opportunity. Instead of having to go out and find the horse meat, the horse meat has come to him. And there's another dead horse, look. Spock, make hay while the sun shines. Or, I don't know, make Finder's crispy pancakes while the horses die. Either way, it's all good for everybody. What was I talking about? Oh, yes. Basically, I'm either going to have to stop building for a bit, which obviously I don't want to do, or I'm going to have to increase the rate at which raw materials are being gathered. We could sell some more water here, you know. I mean, it doesn't go for much, but it's not doing me any favours just knocking about the warehouse. Go on, drag that up, maximum amount, sell a lot. There you go. Hey, look at that. We've actually got more money now. That's nice. We got 3,100 instead of the 2,000 and change that we were rocking before. So there is definitely an upward trend going on. How upwards? I don't know. Not a great deal, I would think. We still have bear incursions to contend with, which is something you wouldn't expect in a civilized modern township. But apparently we do. So it would be nice to see the back of that at some point, and I suppose that will come as I pacify ever larger areas of the surrounding wilderness. Why the bears don't just go for the sheep? I mean, sheep are very rarely armed, and even when they are, you know, they can barely fire a Colt Peacemaker. But you know, who am I to judge? But you know, we've got sheep happening. This is good. Let's look at the overall. Let's look at the overall city. Why not? Let's do some overall. City mood is currently 100%. Everyone flaming loves everything I'm doing, as well they should. We're going to need some more parts from Screwfix if we're going to get anything else built. Let's get them in. Okay, so we're making 400 quid, give or take, from house rental, paying out $100 a month in gunslinger rental. All right, okay, could be worse. As far as what we've got in supply here, what have we got in supply here? We've got a little bit of wool. That's nice. So we've got some cloth. That's good too. Clothes, though. I've never yet seen us actually have any actual clothes in actual stock. We've got 25. We've got 25 clothes in stock. Oh. Intriguingly, we could probably sell the clothes. We could buy the clothes. The cloth. You know where I'm going with this. I could sell cloth for more than I can sell finished clothing. I could sell flipping hides for more than I can sell clothing. This is something of a mystery to me. Anyway, we've got 26 of those in stock. It would be nice if I could track that along the top somehow. Because I can't remember which game it is. I don't know, it's something I've played recently. The horse has died. Spock! More burgers. Where you could track different stocks along the top, and that was quite useful to do. We've got 99 grain. And they sell for 6 a pop as well. Oh, well, you know what then? We're going to sell some of that. Let's sell 50 of it. Sell. Click the sell button. Click this. Sell. Loads. Perfect. Unless I am totally misreading this, of course, and that isn't actually how much I've got in stock. Although it certainly looks like it's how much I've got in stock. Grand. Oh, well, this is good. I've finally got the opportunity for a cash surplus coming in. And, of course, I need it so that I can extend the town at all. If we go back to whatever the button is that I'm supposed to go to here, and that's alluding, it's town hall, isn't it? There we go. So we need 10,000 of your dollars in order to expand our territory again, and obviously, you know, that's something I want to do fairly swiftish, because I need to do it a couple of times in order to catch myself a train line, because apparently big things may happen once I've done that, and I look forward to finding out what that is. Now, we've got a shortage of stone at the moment, which we've obviously got a shortage of. Who's dead there? Oh, that's Fuegas. That's all right. We knew that already. Whose working area has come up empty? I think that was the hunter. So I think that Spock is coming up empty on his hunting activities. Now I just have to remember where I left the hunter in the first place. Taylor, weaving, no. Warehouse. I thought it was one of these 3. I mean, obviously I'm wrong. It's not one of those 3 at all. Woodcutter, stable. Hunter, there we go. Right. Go somewhere and kill the critters. Now, the good thing about this is it does keep the wolves from my door, both figuratively and literally. Although you do seem to have kept most of the wolves from the door already. Go out here. Look, there you go. That'll keep you busy for absolutely ages. There are critters coming out of the wazoo down there. I don't think people say of, do they? It's coming out the wazoo, run out of the wazoo. That would imply you knew what the wazoo was in the first place. And I don't particularly feel like a trip to Urban Dictionary to find out. Right. Although I can take a pretty educated guess. Right, we've got 38 citizens, pioneers, call them what you will, going on now. And I'm hoping when that ticks over to 40, we'll unlock a new exciting building. And then we'll tell that to get built as well, because I don't know how to stop myself. If we could just get up over 10k, I could expand the land and we could start to build out a little bit more productively. Anyway, I have so far managed to largely protect kind of this town square centre of business operation. Obviously, because we are a science-led and productive township, the doctor is at the heart of it all, with town hall just over there. Now then, if I'm very lucky, we might be able to squeak in the saloon there, but if not, it will quite happily slot in just here in between the church and the doctor. So whatever you get up to in the saloon, your course of remedy is but a stone's throw away. A horse has died. Oh, what a shame. So that's a big pity. If people would simply park their horses in a horse, why am I pronouncing it horse? In a horse parking space, they wouldn't have these problems. The problem is, of course, that we're out of horse parking spaces at the moment. Right, this quarry has got 13 left. I think another stonemason might not be the worst idea, you know. I am aware that I do have quite a few buildings queued up at the moment. Oh, hello, what's wrong with you? Odell, what's the problem? You got the flu. Go to the doctor. And Dutch, you've got the flu as well. Go to the doctor. Look, it's just like being shot. When you get shot, you go to the doctors without me having to invite you to... all of my gunslingers are currently sick, which means they've been spending far too much time with one another, carousing, if you ask me, having too much fun in each other's company. Because here comes Kirkus as well. He's got the flu. Go and shoot him up with, I don't know, cocaine or whatever it is that we're using as our flu remedy. I don't think it actually cures them. I think it just makes them forget that they were sick in the first place. There you are. Off you go. Get back to work. Yeah, right. Okay, let's have a look at the old stock level here. We've now got 36 bits of clothing in stock. Beautiful. 89 grain still on the go. How much have we got still to sell? 23. Anything else that we're actually storing? Not so as you'd notice. No, we are very much a grain and clothes and water-led society. Although 77 water available, we can flog some of that. And I guess, you know, if where we're led to is just selling stuff that we've just got tons of, well, I'm all over that. Oh, the price of grain has dropped to 1 per bushel. Let's stop doing that then for the moment. Let's let that price creep back up again. Yeah, the buy price is rubbish as well. Fine. Okay, now, I mean, if we could turn it into flour, well, hey. But I'm not allowed to do that yet, because apparently banging the rocks together is beyond my capabilities. Now, building an undertaker and a cemetery will make people happier, but honestly, at the moment, I don't see the need to do so, because people are pretty happy already. What do we got here? Butcher. Makes meat from livestock. Well, obviously, the fact that we've got to have one is a bit of a bummer, but so be it. There you go. We'll build you... No, tell you what, flip it around the other way. Stick it about there. So we've got a corridor betwixt houses and butcher. Let's top priority this dude. Top priority. There you go. And that'll be good. A resident from Failurewood is homeless. It'll be the pig farmer. And honestly, if you were to just, you know, clean up a little bit, I know the smell's quite strong, but you'd be fine just living in the farmhouse itself. I mean, the farmhouse is not an insignificant amount of land. You'll be absolutely dandy. Oh, a horse has died. What a shame. Yeah, you'll be fine. Just, you know, hollow out the loft area a little bit, put some hay up there. Bunk down, have a rare old time. Here's my pig farmer. It's Leola Holderness, which sounds very much like an anagram. Leola, do your best to try and grow them piggies nice and quick, so that we might not starve to death. Right, let's have a quick look at what have we still got being built. So we've got 2 shacks on the go out here, and the butcher. Anything else? Yes, we've got the grain farm going on out here. Got most of its supplies, but no stone, I see. And then a second stable out there. So actually, it's not the most ludicrous amount of stuff I've been trying to build all at once, but I still need to take it easy. Let's build another stonemason. See, that's called a bit of a juxtaposition there between what I said I was going to do and then what I ended up doing. Will you slot in there, or am I going to turn this? No, that's not going to work. I'm all out of land. You know, there are bits kicking around still, but I've got those sort of earmarked for other projects in the future. Come on, go on. If you get in there, that will be more or less acceptable. Right, and we'll top priority you as well, because even if this leads to a surplus of stone, the price for stone is pretty effective at the moment, and so that could lead to us having a nice cash dividend eventually. Look at that, we've got deliveries occurring there already. Brilliant. Right, there we go. I'm pretty pleased with that. One more pioneer. We've got 1 homeless person at the moment. I think it's the pig farmer. 1 more pioneer and we're up to 40. What's that going to get us? Toolsmith needs settlers. What about mining? Settlers. Don't tell me. Settlers. If I can make... Because settlers won't come until I've got bread. So what I need is the ability to do that, which is in production, I suppose. 40 pioneers is the bakery and the mill. And given that I already have quite a high level of grain left over, and I've got a second grain farm on the go, that could be quite effective quite quickly. The only thing that is going to be problematic is I haven't got an awful lot of space left. If I can expand again, then the good times will in fact roll. But you're just going to have to tune in next time and find out how we deal with that dilemma. I have been Colonel Failure. Thank you very much for watching. I'm rather enjoying this. Obviously it's an early access game. Hold on. Oh, flipping heck. It's all go. We better go and see what's happening. Let's go. Oh, crikey. Who are you? And why are you now dead? Well, I know why you're now dead. Jan, we're not arresting this dude. No, go punctuate him. Oh no, this really is rough justice. We're allowing the townsfolk to just go and thrash them. And they were bandits, apparently. Who is Presley Brimblecorn? Are you one of mine? No, you're not. You're a visiting gunslinger who seems to have been caught up in the action. Well, Presley, may that be a lesson to you. Don't mix in on things that you don't fully understand. And no, I'm not hiring you. You're broken. Don't get run over by this trader. Whatever happens, you'll feel very sorry for yourself in that situation. And you know, this is what happens when you've got a horse graveyard outside Town Hall. Anyway, I've been Colonel Failure. I am rather enjoying it. It's early access, so there's still quite a lot to add in. But it's already got halfway decent challenge. There's enough variety in there to keep it interesting. That's my take anyway. I'm quite enjoying it. Anyway, I'll be back soon with a little bit more. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like and all of that. See you soon. Cheerio.